Forgot to turn my mic on here, and I want to let the board know and the other people in attendance that this is being recorded. And is it being broadcast or it's going to be saved to YouTube? Both? Okay, we're live on Zoom, saved to YouTube. And today we are going to put public comment at the end of the meeting in order to make sure that we get some of these students to their classes on time and people to their jobs on time as well. We have a full morning of interviewing students for the school board student representative position. I think there are 9 students altogether that have applied and met the criteria for an interview. And is there, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to say as a preface to that. Oh, as you can see there in front of you, school board members, there are sort of 3 pieces of information. One is the schedule starting at 7 a.m. And the next is it's kind of a larger sheet with information provided by each of the candidates about their plans after school, their activities, why they want to be on it. And then finally, we have a stack of school board interview questions. If you want to take notes, you're welcome to do that. Hey, Lauren, good morning. The final thing is, I think because it's an open public meeting, because we're being broadcast and recorded, our best way of doing this is, I think at the end of this today, you'll cast a ballot for who your choices are, rather than having an open public discussion about the students that have come. And we'll do a ranked choice voting and assign points for first, second, and third, and then we'll total it up and see who's going to be named representative. The last thing I want to say is that for all of these students, there are going to be additional opportunities for them to participate and have their voices heard, whether that's through Thor's Council or other student voice panels, or perhaps a superintendent advisory committee of students, which is being considered. So there's a great deal of interest, but also a great number of opportunities for them, including the school board position. I think with that, I think it's time, right, to call in our first person that we're going to speak with, which is Gabrielle Burkett. Lauren, do you see the stuff in front of you? You guys, Addie, you've got that stuff too. Addie, are you taking classes at the high school or are you at YVC? You're not doing grad launch this quarter? Winter quarter, okay. No, I think what we did last time is we kind of gathered them up at the end and burned them. Yeah. The Herodotus Award.
Yeah.
They were bragging about you, Joe. They still talk about it. Hi, Gabrielle. You go by Gabby or Gabrielle? Gabby. Okay, that's what I thought. Good morning, Gabby. We're going to kind of keep things moving because there's 9 of you that are interested in this position. Is it all right if I ask the questions? Is that okay? Maybe we can take turns as we go throughout the day. But I'll be the person asking questions. I'm Dan Peters.
Hello.
Do I know your mom? Is Molly your mom?
Yes.
Okay. Molly, speaking of YVC, is a great former YAC at YVC. And Molly, I think Kevin's probably introduced you to this process.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just kind of jump right in. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. I'm Gabby. I am a part of Lean Crew at the high school, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it is a mentor program for the freshmen coming into the school. I am one of the people that they look to for academic help and social help. If they need any issues, they come to me. I am a part of the wrestling team here at the high school. I am one of the JV captains, which means I also interact with freshmen on that aspect. I help teach/coach for VBS and wrestling. I help with the little guy wrestling, which is, I think, 5 to 10 years old. So I interact with children a lot that way. I do TSA, which is the Technology Student Association. I get to learn about different ways technology interacts and helps influence our lives today. But I also do the Miss Selah Royalty, which, if a lot of you haven't heard of that, it is a scholarship program that we get to go around the community with the Selah Community Days Association and do all the parades. We do different events and fundraisers, but we also get to help little kids find the things that they like to do. So I got to go around and I got to introduce a lot of kids to different reading and writing skills. I brought around with um, different worksheets that they can work on and find what they like and how they like to learn. Um, it's a huge part of my life to be able to influence and help children grow in the best person they can be. I have a lot of older siblings, so it really helped me find what I want to do and how I want to leave my mark on this town.
That's great. Thank you very much, Gabby. Share with us speaking of leaving your mark, what's your future plans?
So when I graduate high school, my goal is to be able to be leave and still have people know who I am. So I have a friend, Elisa Zanich, and she still has a very big influence on my choir class. She actually came back yesterday. I want to be like Elise. Elise has been a huge impact in my life growing up. So I want to be able to go to college, and be able to know I helped this kid find what they want to do, or I help this kid get through this part of their life. When I graduate, I want to go to GCU to study forensic science. I have always been obsessed with helping people find out what happened, but also understand why that is important. Um, I want to be able to become a full-time VBS teacher, but also teach at my church. It is a huge part of my life. Going to this church and finding how I believe in different things. So I want to be able to be that for children. But I also plan on going on mission trips for the rest of high school, and as much as I can, I go with Selah Covenant to Mexico every year. So it's kind of a big thing for me to be able to do that and still participate in as much as I can. But I also want to be able to stay involved with the Selah Community Days board and volunteer with them. Barb Petrie is a amazing person, and I want to be able to help her as much as I can in the same way she has helped me. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Gabby. Uh, can you share with us why you applied to be the Selah School District Board Student Representative?
Yeah. So I've gone to Selah my entire life. I have been to a few board meetings, and I want to be able to help kids, my siblings, cousins, my young wrestlers, my VBS kids, and almost all the kids I've interacted with in the last few years have gone to Selah and have been impacted by one thing or another. And so I applied so I can help make sure they have a future where they have more tools to learn, more tools to interact with people, but also have a better understanding on what they're going through. I want to be able to help influence and grow, and I hope that applying to be a student representative will help me get.
That's great. Thank you. And final question, if you're selected as a school board representative, what's one thing you'd like to accomplish during this school year?
So one thing I want to do is help continue and grow Elise's faith project. I was one of the people she went to and helped directly with getting different Bibles and different languages and belief systems. And so I want to make that more open to more people, but also I want to help get more learning tools for people who have a hard time paying attention or learning, like myself, so they can have a better set future and they know how to help themselves. We can help them at a younger age. I want to be able to help them so they can help others in the future.
That's great. Well, Gabby, thank you very much for coming in this morning. I know we're going to have a hard time picking, but what a great start to our morning. You're so poised and well prepared. So thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect. Sounds good. That's a good system right there. Does anybody else want to read the question? Anybody else? Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah, Joe's not missing it. Morning, Sarah. I don't think I even said hi to you. How are you? You did volleyball, seated volleyball in the Paralympics. That was amazing. Have you ever watched that? Oh my God. I didn't see that. I saw wheelchair rugby though, which was wild. They're banging into it. Yes, yeah. What they get to. Yeah, really?
Oh my God.
Huh.
Big Selah. Yeah, they're good.
Hi.
Miley, right?
Yes.
Good morning, Miley. I'm Dan Peters. I'm gonna ask questions.
Okay.
We're gonna take notes kind of as you respond. And we're gonna go kind of quickly because we're gonna make sure we get to everybody, but thank you very much for being here this
Thank
morning.
you for having
We're
me.
excited to hear your opinions and thoughts. So I'll just kind of jump in. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So like of course you guys know I'm a junior at Selah High School. I partake in a couple clubs and some sports. I do NHS and DECA, and I also do track and cheer and wrestling and cross country. Um, I think it's really fun. It really allows me to like widen like my horizons and talk to more people. But I like in my free time, if I'm not like interacting with others, I like to read. I like fantasy novels. I think they're really interesting. It's a good way to escape from like stresses. Um, I also I'm a big fan of so most people don't like their job or they do, but I work at Bob's and I'm a host and I really like interacting with the people that come in because most of the time a lot of people are regulars, so it just makes it really interesting and it makes it a fun time.
Awesome. Could you share with us what you hope to do in the future?
Yeah, so I want to finish high school with as many credits as I can. I'm not doing running start like due to sports, but I'd like to get as many college credits as I can, and then I want to go to college and I want to either major in business and finance or business law, and I kind of want to build up to either being a lawyer or working in like accounting. Yeah. And if I would say like the colleges that I'm looking at, like financially and like through scholarships, it would be GCU and Berkeley. Those are my two like main ones.
Excellent. Excuse me. What, share with us why you have applied to be the Selah School District Board Student Representative.
I applied because when I got the email and I saw the chance, I was super excited because in Selah, like we don't have very many opportunities to be involved with our community other than like clubs, which are already really full. So I saw this as a really exciting opportunity to like get involved and work with my peers and just be a voice for people who aren't as confident to talk about what they see as a problem in Selah or what they see as like things we're doing well. And I just feel like being that voice for other people can really help them speak out more.
Are there any particular problems or things that you think we're doing well that you are interested in tackling?
I think at the moment we're doing pretty well. I haven't heard much, but I know that the students are really grateful for the bathrooms because that was a recent problem. And I like going to the restroom and like the cracks not being that big, so it's really nice to have. And a lot of people are very grateful for it.
That's good. Well, it's funny how often that comes up. It really
Yeah,
does. Yeah, it's funny.
it was a problem.
Yes.
But-
All right. So more generally, I guess, if you're selected as a school board representative,
Hmm.
what's something you'd like to accomplish during your junior year on the board?
I think just making Selah a better like community and making people feel more comfortable here because I know sometimes we get stereotyped or people like come to Selah and they don't know us and they think they do, and I know that's really stressful for like students. They're like, "Oh, I hate doing this stuff," because people are like, "Oh, I'm from Selah." They make automatic assumptions based on like other students, and I think that if we made it more of like a comfortable community for everyone, then that's just a goal I personally would like to achieve.
That's excellent. Great.
Perfect.
Well, thank you very much for coming in this morning. We're gonna hear from 7 more people, so we've got a big long list. And then we will be able to let you know really quickly about what our
Perfect.
decision is.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day, Miley.
You too.
Yeah, we got a couple of wrestlers. That's right. Or Berkeley. They are. They are. Different school experiences. Lauren, are you getting ready for the fair? Thinking about that at all? Is that on your radar? Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Excellent. Yeah. How about you? Are you doing grad launch this fall? Oh, wow. I didn't know there was, oh, so you're in it. Yeah, yeah. That's nice. That's a little different than what they've done before. Who's your advisor for grad launch then? Okay, okay. Is that the FFA advisor? Okay, I think we met her last year. Kevin, do we have Kylie Cooper next? Okay. Jose would be 7:25. He may be still on his way.
Really? I think in the interview she did. You mentioned it in the interview, I think.
Well, did Johnny do it? I know Megan did it. Right? Did Johnny do Skeet? Okay. Right. Gotcha. It really? Did he do guiding this summer? Okay. Okay. Wow, that's great. Yeah, I was at Wilson Middle School as a parapro when he was there. So, and we coached baseball together. Yeah, yeah. So I've known your dad forever. Well, good for him. Tell him congratulations. That's great. Is he trout fishing somewhere right now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, he knows everybody now, so he can go and do those things. That's great. Right, right. That's terrific. Yeah. A little harder, yeah. And did you watch skeet during the Olympics? There's one guy that's won like 5 Olympics in a row or 4 Olympics in a row. Yeah, just they never miss, basically. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure. Yeah. Do you bird hunt? Okay. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's where all that practice comes into play, right? Yeah. Has that season started yet? Oh, okay. Wow. I got some doves at my house. You can come and take care of it if you'd like. Up into the canyon.
There he was.
And cougar,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Cowiche Canyon had several cougar. You guys don't, you get deer at outskirts, Joe? Yeah. That's wild. Along the river there, canal.
Backyard. Backyard.
Really?
Go down put in sports cameras on it.
Yeah, yeah,
It'll pick
yeah,
up
yep.
when it's-
Game camera, yeah.
Game camera.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, if we have time, maybe we can make it work, but yeah. GCU going okay, by the way. Isn't that great?
That's fun, good thing, you know. Yeah, very good.
Wow. That's great. Great. Were you hoping he would play? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, right, right. Yeah. Then we have a problem. Wow, well, that's great. What are you doing? Wow, holy cow. I told one of the last things I told him is you don't have to be the first to do everything. I thought that was good advice. Yeah, that's good too. That's good too. And classes are good? Oh. Oh. Yep. Right. Wow, really? What's he doing? Hey, good morning.
Hello, I'm Jamie.
Hey, Jose. Well, thank you for coming this morning, Jose.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you being here this morning. We are interviewing, I think Kevin's already kind of introduced a little bit of this to you. We're interviewing 9 students this morning for 2 positions.
Yep.
We'll probably have an alternate as well. So we're just really excited to learn more about you and what your interest is in the school board. So let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 17, currently a junior in Selah High School. I'm a migrant student representative for the migrant program, and I help out with ESD 105.
What do you do with ESD 105?
ESD 105 is another program that helps Hispanic parents or migrant families get resources for college, fundings, medical insurance, basic necessities like that migrants typically have a lot of struggles for, and even scholarships.
And how did you get involved in that?
My sister works for it and she's like, you need to do this. It's gonna look on your resume. I'm like, and my mom's like, since you're not doing sports, look for something else. And I saw that leadership was another thing that I really like, and I feel like I do have a passion for.
Excellent. Tell us what your plans are for the future.
Future, after high school, obviously go to college, help out with leader programs there. But in this near future, I want to start a stand-up comedy club, helping students get out of their comfort zone, getting in front of crowds and just having fun, just telling jokes.
How did you get interested in that?
Since I've always had friends and family members that tell me, oh, you're always so funny. I'm like, you should really consider it. I'm like, oh, stand up. It's a career. It's like, we can't really do anything with it. But then I start thinking like, I could do something with this and help students like that feel like they want to stand in front of crowds, just have fun, just be themselves.
Right.
And I'm like, I would want to do that too. So
Is there a comedian that you admire particularly?
not really. I just like comedy in general. Whoever, I think it's so cool that different races, ethnicities, genders that do it. they come together just to tell jokes, and it's really like a bonding experience.
Excellent. Number three, the third question here we have for you is share with us why you have applied to be a Selah School District Board Student Representative.
The main reason that I applied is because I am a migrant student. My dad works in agriculture. So did I work this summer in agriculture at Allen Brothers. And I see it's so hard for families that are migrants to get resources, to get helps, to see scholarships for their students, because even in the migrant program, we see so many parents that don't even know like the opportunities that they have for their students. And I want to make it more clear and more, how would I say it, more obvious for them to see that it's not only high school that their kids can excel at. There's the stage beyond, which is college, which can help them have the life that their parents never had.
Excellent. What kind of resources do you mean?
Like most parents don't know about scholarships, like don't know that there's a scholarship for being a migrant student. And I want to make those more obvious and see like, oh, if you have this GPA, or if you have this, or if you're doing this activity, you can get more scholarships. And I want to make that more obvious for them, because my sister, when she was in high school, it was very hard for her. She graduated, I think, late 90s, early 2000s. And she had it very rough because she was a migrant student, and for Hispanics back then, it was very rough. And she didn't know, and she was the top 20 of her GPA, and she always had a struggle of finding those resources other than talking to her counselor. And with my brothers too, they graduated from high school also struggling a little bit more than me right now. And I want to make sure other students don't go through those phases so they can have the resources to excel.
Excellent. And the final question we have for you, Jose, is if you're selected as a school board representative, what's one thing you'd like to accomplish during this school year?
At least minimum, I would like to have parents see the resources and see the scholarships that their students can apply to. And they could come to me, or they can come to you for extra help of like explanations of, oh, what does this program do, or what does this? Because I've seen their teaching classes in Spanish and English, and I want them to know that if their child or their student is like struggling very much to learn English by themselves, they can apply for that class and have a better understanding and learn faster.
And do you have any younger brothers and sisters?
I'm the youngest out of 5 siblings.
Okay.
3 graduated from college. 1 is going to college right now to his last year, and I'm the baby in my family.
Gotcha. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Jose. We really loved hearing from you this morning. Good luck with your stand-up career.
Thank you.
And we'll at the end of the day, we're going to kind of get together and cast our votes, and we'll let you know what we've decided.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Jose,
Have
can
a
I give
great
you,
day.
Jose, can I give you one chance?
Yep.
Give one joke?
Ooh, any of you have pets? What kind of pets? Cats, dogs?
Dogs.
Dogs? That's what I'm talking about. People that own cats. I don't know how you do it. I really don't know, because I feel like you don't live in your own home comfortably. You live in their home. Because you could wake up in the middle of the night and just see a face right here, just like, give me food. I'm like, oh Lord, that's horrifying. But when I go home to a dog, they're like, oh my God, where are you at? I have 2 dogs. I have a German Shepherd, her name's Maya, and I have a boxer, his name's Pepe. And one night, me and my mom are watching her TV, watching TikTok. I don't remember, but all we hear is, "Arr, arr." And I look down and I see her. She's stuck under the bed because she used to have the like habit of putting her head under the bed so the light doesn't bother her while she sleeps. But her shoulder blades got caught when she was trying to get out.
No.
And me and my mom were like, "Are you serious right now?" So I get out the bed and I try to pull her out, but she starts freaking out more. She's like, "Ah!" She sounds like I'm trying to kill her. And I'm like, relax. I shake her and she's like, like she just stops moving. So I flip her to her side. I pull her out. And the first thing I see is that same face that they always give you when they're in trouble. Like, what happened? What did I do? And then Pepe, oh God, he's a boxer. So he's always so stubborn. There's a lot of stories. So the first is they did fracture his paw. A car did fracture his paw, but he got lucky since he was still puppy. So he got lucky that he only got a fracture. But he doesn't understand. He's so stubborn because anytime he sees a car and we don't we're not looking at him. Vroom, he just beelines it right to the car. We're like, we're there chasing after him. We're like, Pepe, get over here. He's like, but it's a car. They want to play. And it's just stuff like that that makes him so adorable. Just, but also like makes you furious with them. But still love them to death.
Well, thank you, Jose.
Thank you, Jose. Good luck with your dogs. Too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
The whole experience this morning was What do you call it? Heroes no eyes? No idea. What do you call it? Heroes no eyes and no leg? Still no idea? There's another third part to it. Yeah. Yeah. Our next person that's coming in is Ella. Yeah. Made you guys laugh, didn't he? You ready? Yep. Yeah.
Morning, Ella. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
I'm Dan Peters. I'm gonna be the person asking the questions. We'll be writing notes as you go.
Okay.
We are, of course, interviewing 9 people today for 2 positions for the junior school board representative. And we're really glad you're here. Thank you for coming this morning.
Yes, me too.
Would you start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
My name's Ella Bueller. I'm 16 years old and a junior at Selah High School. I play volleyball and do ASB and FCCLA and NHS. I've done volleyball for multiple years now, and I also do club volleyball. And my dream is to become a veterinarian. So I've started shadowing at a vet clinic over the summer, and I like it so far. It's pretty nice, and I'm about to apply to get a job there.
Wow, excellent. Well, that maybe answers question number 2. Tell us about your future plans, or maybe tell us why you got interested in being a veterinarian.
Well, so I really love animals, and like dogs are my favorite animal, and I love being around them and everything. And ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I don't even know why. It's just I think I just really like dogs. And that's all I've wanted to be ever since I was younger. So I want to go to 4-year university. And after that, then I want to do 4 years of vet school and then become a veterinarian, work for a few years, and then open up my own vet clinic.
Excellent. Are you applying to be a vet tech at the
Assistant.
assistant? And
yeah.
where are you shadowing or hoping to work?
Tieton Drive Vet Clinic.
Well, they're nice.
Mhm.
They're nice. They've got a little fireplace in the entryway there.
Mhm.
It's certainly nice. And do you get a chance to work with large animals there, or is it all domestic sort of pets?
It's well, there was a really big dog there earlier, but pretty much it's just small pets, dogs and cats.
Gotcha. And has that taken some of the glamour out of the position for you when you see what happens behind the door?
Well, I mean, I think it's sad when I see like the dogs get put down and how they deal with it afterwards, but other than that, I know that they need it, so I like it. I enjoy it.
Nice. Okay, good. Could you share with us why you applied to be on the Selah School District School Board?
I wanted to apply to be on the board because I want to bring student voice into the board and like make sure that all students like have a voice within the decision-making process that's going on within the district.
And do you have, just kind of curious about student voice. Do you know students at other schools in the district? So do you have younger brothers and sisters, for instance, or
Yeah.
interact with younger kids?
Uh-huh. One of my brothers is a grade above me, so he's still at the high school, but then my younger brother is an eighth grader at the middle school.
Okay, great, thank you. And the fourth question is, if selected as a school board student representative, what's one thing you'd like to accomplish during the 2024-25 school year?
I feel like so far Selah does a really good job in like including everybody and welcoming them in this high school at least, and like making sure everyone's included and whatnot. But I feel like we should still carry on that, and like what students want and what students need are very different things. And I feel like students need to have like welcoming, like nice things going on, and like making sure they feel like they're included in things. And like you guys are doing a good job of it right now, but I just feel like it could get better, and like have with more students like included in it and everything. I feel like they could really tell you like what students actually need in the high school and other schools in the district.
What do they do now for welcoming students?
So dance and cheer on the first day of school. They stand outside and they welcome everyone with smiles and everything. And then other sports as well. They stand outside. Our coaches have us stand outside and greet everyone good morning. And then in ASB, we make sure that we do posters or welcoming back assemblies. And we have this star board right now that we're building with everyone's goals on it, and we hang it up so everyone can see their goals. And
Is that for for all high school students or for athletes or seniors?
for welcoming,
Yeah, well, no, the star board that you're talking
oh,
about.
it's for everyone, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They pass out stars and advisory, and then they have kids write what their goal is for the school year, what their goal is for their life, they can choose. And then we tape it on a wall or tape it on a paper, and then we put it on the wall when people see it.
That's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you're involved in ASB?
Yeah,
What's your position in ASB?
I'm just a rep.
Gotcha. Excellent. Okay, well, we are going to hear from the rest of the people that are scheduled to be interviewed. Still got 4 or so more to go, but we appreciate your time this morning, and we'll let you know, I'm guessing pretty soon, about what our decision is.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. What's remember what class it is? Don't use ChatGPT in that class. He is, he is the strictest person on campus on the use of AI. Who? Jesky? They're not very consistent though. They like play a contribution of the AI. You can't really rely on that. Well, there's some mixed messages, like different departments treat it differently than any other department, like, that's true with YBC, the social science department, see that much differently, yeah.
Yes, it hallucinates. Yeah, that's bad. And I knew I went, yeah. Some teachers have done this where they say, they take the word, mention Frankenstein in their prompt, only they make it invisible, so they make it as a white text or whatever. So if a student copies and pastes it in the ChatGPT, the prompt, it will produce a report on the civil rights movement, but it will also mention Frankenstein. So that's a good, so don't just copy and paste the prompt directly into ChatGPT. That's one way to get so. It's brutal. Yes, it's like, right, everything about animation and marketing. It's quite different. Yeah. That part that happened, we're really good at it, like, where did they get these from? Yeah, but we've actually. Yeah, yeah. Well. Live on this, he must live on this. Yeah, he did live in Arizona. Oh, that's different now. Retired in Arizona, no, and he just comes back on the side of it. Yeah. Yeah, we're ready. So.
This is Josh, I think. There you go. Different from Thrasa. Thrasa is street. Hey, Josh. Good. Thank you for coming this morning.
Yeah.
I'm Dan Peters, and I'm gonna be the person asking questions. We're gonna be writing down notes as you talk. Excuse me. And I'm sure Kevin has already talked to you about this, but we've got 9 people that we're interviewing. We'll select 2 and maybe an alternate in case the person can't complete it. We'll just kind of jump right in if that's okay.
Yeah. start with me.
Great. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I I'm the elected treasurer of NHS for the 24-25 school year. And also I'm the captain of the cross country team, and I take part in swim team and track as well. I enjoy going to school events like Tolo and homecoming, and last year I was going to take part in the never mind, it didn't happen anyway. It was the competition where you like try to go with a song and you sing with the song, but it didn't happen anyway. It got canceled. which was sad. But I volunteer at my church most Sundays to live stream the services to people who can't make it. And that's some stuff about me.
Great, thank you. How's cross country going so far?
It's going good. I'm a little injured right now, but I'm hoping to come out of that pretty soon.
Have you had a meet yet?
We have our first meet on Friday.
Are you doing, is that the halftime dash?
Yeah,
Oh, fantastic.
yeah, it's gonna be
Nice.
fun.
Excellent. Can you share with us your future plans?
After high school, I would like to attend a four-year university to major in mechanical engineering or a similar field if I don't end up wanting to in the future. But something engineering related, I enjoy that. And if I would like to after, then I could always go for a master's degree, but that's a little bit far in the future.
Are you getting to do some of that at the high school engineering program?
There are some shop classes, which I enjoy. There's not as many engineering classes that like there are other classes because it's not, I mean, there's robotics classes and there's some other stuff like that, but I enjoy the shop classes, and I guess that kind of teaches me some stuff that is related to the engineering field, like making things out of metal or wood, and
Gotcha.
that will help out in the future.
Excellent. And can you tell us a little bit about why you applied to be on the school board?
I would like to act as someone who connects the Selah schools, students like from all the schools to the school board. I'm tired of hearing people talk about like realities within the school and then not be willing to try to change that, because I hear there's a lot of, I mean, there's students, like we're just kids. There's a lot of complaining that goes on, but then people are too lazy to do anything about it. And I want to be able to be someone that can connect those students to the people who can actually do something about it. And I think people who can take on responsibility should take on responsibility, and I think I can.
Right? That kind of leads us to the final question, which is you, if you're on the school board, might have a chance to do something about some of the things that you've heard students talk about. If you're selected as a student representative, what's one thing you'd like to accomplish during this school year?
I would, it's easy to say I'd like to do a lot, but I'm just a student representative, so it would be mostly what I'm assuming I would be doing would be telling you guys about what the students want. But if I can, I would like to actually try to be a little bit part of the difference. There's a lot of, I've heard a lot of complainings about realities within school. Like, for example, this hasn't been as much of a problem this year so far, but it's just a start. There's been a lot of problems with vaping the last couple of years in the bathrooms and stuff like that. And I think that there's already been implemented a lot of things to try to fix that. But I think, and then like telling people about when students are telling you guys when students are unhappy with certain policies. Like, I know already, I think it's necessary, but a lot of people are already unhappy with the no earbuds policy, which I don't disagree with that one. I think that one's a good one, but like there are policies that students don't like, and I think just getting that out to you guys, the people who can change something, is something I want to do.
Excellent. There was one of the things you talked about was getting the voice of students at the schools, plural. Do you have connections at any of the other lower grade schools?
That is one point where I struggle because I didn't go to any of the lower grade schools. I transferred to Selah for just the high school, but I have any connections that I guess I could say. I know a lot of younger people, like from little younger siblings and friends and stuff that are at like the middle school, for example. And last year I went down to the middle school and I met a lot of the younger kids because I was actually trying to bring people to cross country during high school. But that I met a lot of the younger kids during that, and I think I can. I'm a person who's pretty good at meeting people, new people. So while I might not be as ahead of the step as some other people in knowing the younger kids, I think I can do just as well.
Great. Thank you very much. I think that's the end of our questions. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
think-
great. Thank you very much for coming in today, Josh. Have a good rest of your day. We'll finish our interviews today and let you know shortly, I would guess, in the next couple of days, I would imagine.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, thank you
Okay,
so much.
great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Have a good day.
LA looks gel. Is that what it's called? LA looks gel? Where I am age-wise, I was excited when it happened on that this week that their airplane. Like, ooh, I want to find out more about it.
Can you tell us how to say your first name?
Charlie.
Charlie. Hi, Charlie. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm Dan Peters. I'm gonna be asking questions. We'll be kind of writing notes down today. Thank you very much for coming here this morning.
Thank you for being here.
We are interviewing 9 people today for 2 positions on the school board, and probably have an alternate named as well. So we've got some hard decisions to make for sure. But we're excited that you're here and we want to know a little bit about you. So could you tell us about yourself?
Of course. I'm Charlie Miller. I am 16 years old. I am a junior at Selah High School. I have an older sister named Madison, who I love dearly, but don't tell her that. She's going off to UW in a couple of weeks, and I'm very excited for her. I am involved in a couple of things at Selah High School. I am involved with the Selah High School cross country team, and I love that team a lot. It's a very tight-knit community, which I love. I'm also part of the Selah High School cheer team, and that lets me show off my school spirit and the love I have towards Selah High School. I'm involved in a couple of organizations as well. I'm involved in FCCLA, which I love. I am a national qualifier for that club, and it's just a very good way to be able to create a project and just do something you're very passionate about. And another organization I'm involved in is DECA, and I love DECA because it's just a business club, and the role plays in it are so much fun because you can just kind of do what you want. You can make up little things, like you can make little drawings, you just like imagine it's a commercial, and it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. What was your project for FCCLA?
Mine was a chapter service project. So we did a clothing drive for teenage clothing, because that's especially hard to find for foster children. And with the clothing that we had gathered, which was I think around like 8 bags of clothing, we were able to donate that to a organization that held those clothes for foster families, and through their like caseworkers, foster families are able to go in there and get clothing for their foster children.
Great. Sounds like a really important project.
It was
That's
very
neat.
fun.
Can you share with us your future plans?
So after I graduate high school, I plan to go to a university to major in political science. And after I get my degree in political science, I am planning on going to a law school and graduate law school, and then eventually become a civil rights lawyer.
Why that subject?
I'm very passionate about civil rights, especially women's rights. I care deeply about the rights of a woman and what they can have and what has been truly taken away from them in the past like 100 years. Like, what have they gained and what have they lost? And that's just something I'm really passionate about.
Excellent. For the third question, share with us why you have applied to be a school board, Selah School Board student representative.
The reason I've applied is to be a voice for those students who are too scared to speak out for themselves and too scared to share their own ideas in fear that they're going to be criticized or that they won't be taken seriously. Because at Selah High School, there's been a lot of issues with students who are sharing their ideas and sharing out what they're passionate about, and they have been criticized by other students or they just have been blatantly made fun of. So I have applied so I can be a voice and I can be that person that they can come to if they ever need someone to talk to about their ideas, and I will have the opportunity to share it with you guys and share it where it's really important.
And the final question is, thank you very much. The final question is, if you're selected the school board representative, what's one thing you'd like to accomplish during this school year?
At Selah High School, there's a lot of issues with racism, homophobia, and even ableism. So with this, if I get selected for this position, one thing I would really like to do is just make Selah High School a better and safer place for students and somewhere that they feel comfortable being at and where they feel comfortable sharing their ideas and feel comfortable just being themselves.
Excellent. Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for coming in today. Charlie, right?
Yes.
Charlie, we appreciated your time. Great poised answers. We enjoyed hearing your ideas, and we'll let you know probably by the end of the week about what our decision is.
Okay.
Okay,
you so
great. Have a
much.
good rest of your day.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I learned that as a teacher, yeah. I had one student, and I will never forget this student, and he went back to his, I think his name, and I was saying it correctly, no, and I say it again for no, and then, like, after I said it like 20 times, it was, I just, important, I want to say your name, I realized she was. He just loved to put me on the spot there, I did turn around. She was a returning student. And of course, then became one of my favorite. I can picture her. Yeah, right. A Ron.
Good morning, Claire. Thank you for joining us this morning. My name's Dan Peters, and I'm gonna kind of run through these 4 questions here with you this morning. We're really glad you're here. We're interviewing 9 students today for 2 positions on the school board as a junior representative to join our senior representatives. Seniors. I feel weird, right? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so very excited to be here. My name is Claire Richards, and I've been attending Selah School since kindergarten, back when John Campbell was K through 4th grade. So I've grown up in the Selah School District all my life. I absolutely love the Selah community. Through the high school, I'm involved with an organization called FCCLA. So that has been a great opportunity that I've been afforded through Selah School District, and I've had a lot of leadership experience And I'm also a captain on our high school cross country team, which has just been such another fantastic opportunity. I'm also an ASB representative at our school, which is great because I really get to work in there and really work on school spirit, focus on that. And also, I am a member of our National Honor Society, which is another great privilege. And I have two younger sisters who are also both in Selah School District. And I think that's a big part of this opportunity with me is being able to work through other schools in the districts and not just within Selah High School.
Excellent. Thank you very much. What schools are your sisters at?
I have one who is just a freshman at the Selah High School, and then my other sister is in 7th grade at Selah Middle School.
And tell us a little bit about your future plans.
Yeah, so after high school, I want to pursue an undergraduate degree in political science and then attend law school. I particularly want to work with litigation or tort law, kind of pro-consumer type law, and really just be an advocate for people.
How'd you get interested in that?
I honestly don't know. That's just something that I've been super passionate about ever since I was in 6th grade. Like I shared about my experience through FCCLA, it has really like just showed me how much possibility there is out there and how I can really build up other people with my own voice and kind of helping them use their own voice.
Thank you. Our third question is, share with us why you have applied to be on the Selah School Board.
Yeah, so I was able to attend a board meeting last January. I got to present to the board some of the opportunities that I've been afforded through being a member of Selah High School. And I have just been in awe of the work that really the board does to ensure that students have the best success. And I would love to be a part of ensuring that students are given all the resources and opportunities that they need to really make them college and career ready and give them the resources that they need to excel and succeed outside of Selah School District.
Great, thank you. And if you're on the board for the 2024-25 school year, is there one particular thing you'd like to accomplish?
Yeah, so Selah has some amazing, absolutely fantastic CTE programs that really ensure that students are ready for careers outside of high school. But I think that there are some CTE pathways that are stronger than others. I've heard from a lot of students that they would like a lot more like business management classes. And so I think kind of finding out among students what more resources they need through those CTE pathways, whether that's more career and technical student organization opportunities or just more classes in that general area, I think would overall really benefit Selah high schoolers and all of our students really in general, kind of extending the CTE pathway and all those benefits that they have throughout the whole district.
Are you in a particular pathway right now?
Yeah, so I'm kind of in the education pathway as well as the business management kind of pathway. Particularly for my career outside of high school, there's not one that's fit in at Selah High School, but I am able to take classes that are kind of aligned with that and help set me up for my future.
Excellent. Great. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Great. Well, thank you very much for coming in today. We appreciate hearing your ideas, your excitement for the position as well. We're going to, at the end of this process, kind of tally up our votes, and then I'm going to guess by the end of the week, we'll give you the results.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Okay, yeah, we're maybe in this. Yeah.
Walk right in. Yeah. Yeah. You can vote on this. You feel like you know. On that. Well, but here's the issue, Lauren, is that we are being recorded and we're being broadcast. So we're not going to really have a chance to talk over all of the people. But kind of thinking, are you guys okay? Kind of ranking them? I think what we'll do, for my opinion, was just rank your 1, 2, not 1, top 2. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it that way. Chief here, just give her a couple minutes for you to get questions. Okay. Are you okay giving us your top 2 and then alternate, or maybe just top 3? Okay, that way we get enough votes. Nobody's best friend is showing up here.
Most of them I just know vaguely. The only person I genuinely know is John.
From choice. That's great. I'm glad because I think your input is beautiful. And it's a bummer we can't have it talk about how great you guys do.
Yeah.
Were we out of compliance last year? No. Oh, it was, okay. I thought it was over. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, no. Well, you know, big giant bits out there. Moscow's different. It is. It's okay. You went as part of a tour or whatever, or went for a couple of days. I've been to Anchorage, no one from Anchorage. Amy called it a square bank. Oh, yeah. I mean, part of what's interesting about it is people in the summer, they go all night. There's, you know, there's roadhouses, there's music and marathons, and baseball games start at 10 o'clock. Really? Yeah. No lights on. Exactly. But there's also there's this big boom town for the pipeline, and then everybody left. And it's built, it's like right, and that's part of what we're doing. Yep, yep. I don't. Anyway, yeah, for sure. It's over. We'll return to teachers from all over the country. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh. It is like BC. Yeah. Big injury. There's what it gets with volunteer, Notre Dame. These people volunteer with the capital act, which is shut off from the rest of the world. And they actually hold the things free because they can use their snow machines on the river. They get the snowmobiles, their snow machines. My Amy's brother worked for a year. and backgrounds. Get a snorkel jacket, he called it, which is one of those jackets like they have in Bargo, right? But, you know, it's like already stands out here. Get bunny boots, which are the pipeline workers. He said, I hope you play basketball, because I don't really want to stay inside.
Morning, Marbella. Well, thank you very much for coming this morning, Marbella. You're our final person that we're interviewing. We've interviewed 8 people, and we're going to, out of that egg, we'll have 2 representatives for the school board and an alternate probably as well. And we're just excited that you're here this morning.
Thank you, I am too.
Thank
Thank you
you
for
for-
your time.
Thank you for coming. My name's Dan Peters, and I'll kind of ask these 4 questions. People will be writing notes as they go. I may ask a couple of different follow-up questions, but let's start with, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Marbella Arroyo. I'm very interested in learning more about how the school works and how people come up with ideas together. And I'm very interested in my academics, and I'm trying to get more involved in things like school clubs or like sports. I think I believe in standing up for what's right, so I try to like join things where I think I would have a voice, and like for other students, for like I'm in Mecha, so like for Hispanic students as well. And yeah.
Excellent. And can you tell us what you hope to do in the future?
So I want to be a lawyer. So I plan on, after graduating high school, going to some sort of college wherever I get accepted, and hopefully majoring in political science, and then going to law school for my degree, and then becoming a lawyer.
Excellent. And tell us why you applied to be a school board representative.
I applied to be more involved and to, if there's any like problems at school, hopefully to be the voice that kids need, like somebody they can trust, so that I can come up with ideas and elaborate on them.
Excellent. And one of the roles of the school board representative, student representative, is to kind of be, like you said, a voice for the students. Do you have any other connections to the lower grade level schools? Do you have brothers or sisters or friends who have brothers and sisters in those younger ages?
Yes, I have a lot of friends that have younger siblings, and I have other like I'm actually in Link Crew, so I know the freshmen and like what they think, since I try to like tell them that I'm there for them. So
Tell us about the Link Crew a little bit.
we just help them find their way, feel like included, and know that they belong. They don't really always elaborate with us, but we like for them to know that we're there for them if they need anything.
Do you remember your freshman year being connected to the Link Crew or any of the older kids?
Yes, it was like if I had a problem, it was really embarrassing to like go to a teacher for help. So it was really nice to have like somebody closer your age to go to them.
Nice, excellent. And the 4th question is, if you're selected as a school board representative, what's one thing you'd like to accomplish during this school year?
Just learning how somebody can bring up an idea and we can all elaborate and come up with something towards that idea, like just essential skills on working together and stuff like that.
And you also mentioned Mecha. What's the describe what you do with the Mecha Club?
We just participate in like anything that we can show the Hispanic culture. Like for example, there's Heritage Month. We're actually planning on like doing something during the assembly and like selling things and just showing kids about the culture.
And when do you know when that is? I remember that came up last year.
I'm pretty sure we're still planning for it, but there's Heritage Month and then the assembly. I'm not sure when it is yet. But
Gotcha. Great. Is there anything else you'd like us to know about you or about applying for the school board?
no, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming in today. We appreciate your answers. We love hearing from you. And you'll hear from us probably, I'm gonna guess by the end of the week or so about our decision. And great job today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
That's it. Oh, okay, I got it. Let's see what we got here. Can I just do this real quick? Oh, yes, we'll have that here.
Yes, is there any, there's no public comment, I believe, is that correct? Nobody on, make sure we cover that. Okay, great, thank you. I don't probably need to say this to Addie and Lauren, but we want to, whatever the result is, we want to make sure that we are positive about everyone. I mean, everybody did just an absolutely incredible job. So, oh my gosh. Yes, yes. Okay.
Kevin will take him and take care of him for you.
Okay, I don't think we're going to announce publicly this information. Kevin, does that sound okay? We will send, before we say this out loud, we'll send information to the students that applied. Let the people know who, were selected. Right. And we, last year we had a kind of an onboarding process with Jeff and I and the student reps. We may want to involve you in that if you're able to come to talk to the juniors about what your experience has been. Once we get everyone together and get their approval for being on the board as well. So thank you very much for being here, for taking this seriously and for giving the respect to these students that they deserve. And I think with that, I'll move to adjourn. Second, all in favor? Yeah, all right, there we go.